You've seen our next guest in projects like Netflix's Survival of the Thickest and Tyler Perry's Why Did I Get Married? But her star power shines just as bright behind the camera. She's directed episodes of hit shows like Harlem and Peacock's Bel-Air. And joining me now is comedian, actress, director, and Camden's own Tasha Smith.
Yes, Camden's own. How you doing, sis?
Tasha, thank you so much for joining me on Philly Live today.
Aunyea, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
You know, Tasha, you've been dubbed everyone's favorite black auntie, which I love that about you. You pour into so many women, but you also are a comedian, an actress, an acting coach, director, a mentor.
Yes.
What motivated you to wear so many hats and so many different subtitles of this industry?
Honestly, I did not want to be boxed in. Like, that was something that I feel like God spoke to me early in my career, that I'm in the entertainment industry and I have no boundaries. I can create in every aspect, whether it's as a coach, empowering somebody else to pursue their purpose in the arts, as a director, directing, telling stories like BMF, Survival of the Thickest, Mayor of Kingstown, 911, The Equalizer, you know what I'm saying? Or whether it's acting in movies like Why Did I Get Married? Our TV show, Survival of the Thickest on Netflix. I'm just excited that God is using all my talents to be able to tell great stories, but the most fulfilling thing is also empowering other people to pursue their purpose in the arts.
And I love that about you. That's how you know that you have a genuine heart, but also a godly purpose.
Yes.
You know, we got to talk about this. You are a Camden native.
I am.
Right across the street from us.
Come on, across the street,
Literally.
You know what's so crazy, right? When I was a kid at 16 years old, Patty Jackson, you know,
we
know
love
Patty Jackson.
That's my auntie.
Yeah, that's my auntie too, okay? My auntie Patty Jackson, I used to tell her as a kid, one day I'm gonna be a star. One day I'm gonna be an actress. One day I'm moving to California, and she remembers that to this day.
Wow.
It was a dream in my heart. That's why I always say that our dreams are not figments of our imagination, but God showing us and giving us a glimpse of our future. Even in Camden, like with all the things that I went through, I still had the dream in my heart. And I see I'm living it now. I have so much gratitude for it.
And talk about what brings you back, right? You're such an inspiration for locals here, but you are still keeping that up. You have a lot happening.
Yes, you know, first of all, it's been a long time since I've been back home, wanted to move back home, wanted to have, you know, my feet in the ground back in Camden, New Jersey. But over the past 4 years, one of my childhood friends, who is Mayor Victor Karstafen, our amazing mayor of Camden, New Jersey, he started doing so much work in Camden. I feel like he gave Camden a makeover. He gave Camden a facelift. He gave Camden a little Botox and a little filler. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Camden was the highest crime rate in America. I was afraid to come back to Camden because of all the crime. I grew up in the 80s in Camden when dope was coming into the city, crack was coming into the city. I had so many friends that were murdered. I was a high school dropout, you know, because my mom ended up getting on drugs. I ended up needing to work. I didn't finish high school. You know, it was so much pain in Camden, so many deaths, so many people on drugs. And when I look at the way that Camden has revamped, we have parks, we have new schools, and the waterfront, the aquarium, just all the businesses that are coming into Camden, all the black-owned businesses that are being, you know, supported in Camden. And I'm getting a street named after me in Camden, girl.
So exciting.
Yes, honey child.
We love this.
You know what I'm saying? And it's been a blessing that I'm able to pursue my career, have one of the top schools in Hollywood. But one of the things that Mayor Victor is doing with me is making sure that I get my high school diploma. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get
major.
I mean, come on, at 54 years old, to be able to come back to my hometown, you know, and it used to be a thing that I was very ashamed of. I'm just so proud for the heartache, the heartbreak, and I never thought that a city city that I had so much pain and trauma in, is literally the center of my joy.
Tasha, you and Camden don't look like what you've been through.
Come on.
And that is a huge testament for so many people.
Yes.
Now, speaking of being proud in all of your accomplishments, your latest series, Survival of the Thickest,
Yes.
on Netflix,
Yes.
you play Marley in front of the camera.
Yes.
But you've also directed
I did.
a few of the episodes.
I did. I directed episodes. I acted in episodes. I'm so excited about the show and just playing Marley.
Yeah.
Michelle Bateau, Tone Bell. You know, it's so wonderful to work with them. It's just, I mean, honestly, I'm living my dream, sis. We're talking about, you know, our big girls, our queer girls, you know, our trans community. You know, it's a little bit of everybody. Khalil and his relationship. Everybody has a relationship situation going on. You know what I'm saying?
Situationship.
Yeah, and it's also about friendship, and it's about community. And, you know, I mean, for me, that's what life is about.
You know, Tasha, fans love you. I am one of them.
Yes.
And last year, I know you remember this, fans were petitioning for a third Why Did I Get Married film.
Yes.
All the cast came together on social media, you know, just playing along with this theory of it possibly happening. Tyler Perry even jumped in and said, you know, why did I get married again? And then
and that's what I'm saying. Like, what happened?
What happened?
That's
well,
what
I'm
I want to know. I want to know too. Let's ask Tyler Perry.
We need to. All right.
I mean, seriously.
Where's the
Tyler,
camera?
what happened? Okay.
Tyler, what
I mean,
is going
we wanted to do it. We're excited about the opportunity. I don't know if it's going to happen though. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, I want it to happen, but it just seemed to go away. Thank you, sis.
Tasha Smith, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
You can catch Tasha in season 2 of Survival of the Thickest, streaming now on Netflix. Tasha, thank you again for being here.